Hey guys, it's Wolf here. So this is going to be a quick market update for today, and today is September. It's almost end of September here. So I'm dollar cost averaging in. I'm sticking to the plan. So 12-month dollar cost average in. I started buying here July. Let me show you here. I started buying July 11th here. Okay, I started buying crypto here, and so far so good. Okay, so I have been buying it through this whole time. So I bought in June, no, I bought in July, August, and September right now. So I've been buying every single month. Okay, and I don't really care what's going to happen, like if we go up or down. I will keep buying. I think the sweet spot for Ethereum is going to be 1.5k. So on my average buying in price for Ethereum, I want it to be at least 1.5k range before the next bull run starts. And Ethereum is the main part of my portfolio, and then I have tons of other peaks. So how the portfolio is coming together, it's high caps, mid caps, and low caps. Right now, as we are entering the boring low, I really want to go more high and mid caps, and then on the later part of the, as I have built strong positions for high and mid caps, I'm going to start going in on lower caps. And the part of how the portfolio like is going to play out, it's going to have like 50% high caps, 30% mid caps, and 20% low caps. So it's optimized for managing risk through the high caps, but at the same time it's optimized to have explosive gains. So it's kind of like, if you really think about it, it's like 50-50. So 50% high caps and 50% kind of like mid and low caps. Okay, so it has that potential to just like absolutely crush it in the next bull run. And yeah, so um, so I've been listening tons of very smart people, and I have I have found some incredible information, and it's just, I don't want to, I'm going to share it in the membership at some point, probably like in the next week or so. But I'm still trying to wrap around my head around it before I can share it, and it's incredible information. Anyway, so that's going to be. I'm very excited for this, and the opportunity right now in the bear market is, this is just a massive opportunity. Okay, massive opportunity to start dollar cost averaging in on blue chips for the next bull run. And I've been doing a couple of polls on my YouTube channel. I've been asking people about like Ethereum price, like what do they think that Ethereum will be at end of year 2022, and a lot of people talk about like $500 ETH. And then there's a couple of people have been some people have been even emailing me about it, that they think that, or they have heard somewhere that we are going to have the market's going to bottom at in December this year, so in a couple of months. I don't know, nobody knows. So I'm I have I'm I have liquid cash, so I can buy this whole bear market, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the last bull run, I knew that this would come. Okay, at some point we would have the bear market, because I've been here since 2018. I remember 2018 bull run, it was crazy, and after that the bear market. So right now I have already built the position for myself to kind of like succeed in this next bull run. First of all, I have the right knowledge and right opportunity, and I know so much, and and then I have built a system to actually have liquid cash to actually buy this stuff. Okay, because I completely missed out the 2018 and 2020 bear market, because I was completely broke, like I was so broke I couldn't even buy a bag of noodles. And even though I was having phone sales jobs and stuff like that, but all of that went into my businesses. So back then the biggest mistake was that I didn't dollar cost averaging in the bear market. So I'm telling you guys, I'm not a financial advisor, but this is crazy opportunity to dollar cost averaging in on blue chip assets. Okay, and so actually, funny thing about this story is that as I didn't know basically anything about cryptocurrencies back in 2018 here, I bought XRP here. Okay, I didn't know anything. I remember looking at XRP, and it was the fastest one to send, and it was like, I understand like they are going to do the cross-border payment stuff, and I was like, yeah, that's a big deal. I didn't really study any other cryptocurrency in XRP. And then I was like, at some point I was like, wait a minute, they have been here for years and they don't have any use of it. Like no one is using actually this stuff. And then there's the other riddles and stuff like that. So then I sold the position here. I sold out of my XRP here, and then in the 2021 I started like or here I sold the XRP position and started learning about other tokens, like really started learning what's up here, and then I took my last $500 here, and then I made crazy money here in bull run, and right now we are here. So it's actually ironic that the XRP has the lawsuit, okay, right now it has been having that, and yeah, that's been kind of like one of the reasons. Like, I think the reason the price is not up because it's just there's no users, no one is using XRP, okay, and then people who are doing the riddle stuff, they're saying like they are building railroads and stuff like that. A lot of people like this kind of like Illuminati stuff, and this kind of like there's world order and stuff like that. But as I have been listening the biggest like brains in this whole world, and studying the billionaires, and really like understanding what they're doing, they are just human beings with 25 cognitive biases bearing on their brain, just like us. They go to they go to bathroom just like us. Like, they're just people, right? And there's a couple of things that makes them different, is that they just focus and they work like freaking machines, okay? And some of them are extremely smart. Like, if you think about Elon Musk and stuff like that, they're very smart. But then they have, it's not like you. So there's a good book about actually. So it's called Bounce. Let me show you, or let me talk about. So it's Bounce by Matthew Syed, the myth of talent and the power of practice. So this book talks about. This is a must read for everybody, and it talks about, it breaks the myths that you have to like born to be this kind of genius. There's don't get me wrong, the geniuses are born, but if you want to be good at something, you just have to put in the work and you have to have the patience to do it. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Like, for example, investing. My biggest mistake back in 2018 and 2020 was I didn't like understand that I can actually do this. Okay, so I never just like did it. I never started doing it. I was like, yeah, but now right now as I did it in the bull market, and kind of at the start of the bear market here in January 2021, and so now I know that if you are just like whatever you are, if you just like even though if you're not smartest or the fastest or the best looking, or if your situation is not good, I don't care, you can do it. You can 100% do it if you just do it, okay, and just put in the time, put in the freaking time. Okay, and the best way to do it is actually get the right knowledge. Like, that was I was missing here. I was missing the freaking education, because you know what? The current education system has completely failed us. It never taught about anything about finances, for example, or about taxes, how to kind of like play with taxes. I had to learn this all the hard way, and I'm currently learning all the time. Okay, and because I think the school is just a waste of freaking time. Okay, at this point. Okay, so of course there's some medical stuff and stuff like that, of course, I understand, but overall when you were a kid, from there on, like the first classes and stuff, like, it's just BS. The first kind of like 18 years, what I'm saying, it's just like BS. So because you can learn it much faster if you get the right information and just do it. I mean, you can get insanely fast results, and at the same time it's exponentially growing trend. So I mean, you have all the opportunities and all the upside, and you have the tide by your side. So it can go a lot faster and a lot a lot like higher than you ever think. So I think this is just a great opportunity. Remember to manage risk. Remember to build strong portfolio with blue chips. Remember to be patient. Remember to be not so attached on the price, but be more attached on what you are actually buying. Okay, because right now we are already for example, Ethereum. We are already in the margin of safety area. We are not all-time high price anymore. So now is the time to add risk. Slowly add risk. Okay, now is the time. To slowly add risk. A lot of people are still like selling and stuff, like, you don't want to sell right now, you want to buy right now, because here was the time to sell. Right now is the time to buy. And you can see here, from here we went to here, boom, and then we had this new support here, and then again boom, and now we have this new support. So next wave is going to be just ridiculous, and I'm building positions. So okay, let me see what's here. Okay, so yeah, I hope that this was helpful to you, and yeah, so I'm not for XRP, I'm not buying, I'm not trading. Some people are just buying XRP right now because they are kind of like trading it. I'm not a trader, I'm an investor. biggest money is made through investing. If you look at Forbes 100 list, all of them are investors. In a sense, like most of them are investors. So there's some entrepreneurs, there's of course, but ultimately they are also investors. They invest in their own companies because when you try to grow a company, you make profit, but you have to invest all that money back in the company if you want to grow. So ultimately, all of they have investing mentality. So they invest the money and time and energy into things that don't rust, rot, and depreciate. You want to buy assets that don't rust, rot, and depreciate. So meaning when you buy it, it will make you more money in the long run. Or if you do like say that you eat some like junk food, you know that in the long term, like the hamburger you eat today doesn't show up today, the side effect, and the correlation, cause and correlation of the hamburger doesn't show today, but after 7 years, that's when it shows up because it compounds. So health, wealth, love, and happiness. So remember, it's health, wealth, love, and happiness, not only wealth. Okay, but if you're, for example, if you're struggling financially right now, maybe focus more on the wealth side, but never just sacrifice, for example, health for wealth, because you can't get, health is everything. If without health you never have wealth. Okay, so try to stay balanced. Don't stress too much about the prices. Know what you're buying, and then just buy dollar cost averaging in at low prices, build slowly positions, and in the next bull run you will be very happy. You will be rewarded handsomely. Anyway, so I'm not a financial advisor. Everything go to zero. I'm just kidding. But you understand that the volatility is the price of the future gains, right? So the reason the cryptocurrency you can make so much money with cryptocurrency fast is because there's tons of risk. So that's why you have to manage risk with the high caps, mid caps, and low caps, and build the position slowly and actually understand what you're buying. Because if you don't, you are not managing risk, and there's high probability that it will blow up in your face and you will lose all your money. So manage risk, understand what you're buying. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's a big one. Like if you need to pay your rent, don't invest your rent money right now. Like you need to live. Okay, health, wealth, love, and happiness. So first, have food and electricity and your basic costs, and after that, whatever is left, like that's what you want to build, because it will build healthy investor habits and Anyway, so by the way, there's a book called The Millionaire Next Door. I want to say this and then close off this video. The book is called The Millionaire Next Door, and they have studied and scientifically kind of like it takes 12 to 20 years for normal people to become millionaire. 12 to 20 years. Okay, 12 to 20 years. Okay, because when you build wealth slowly, you will. So there's two skills. There's one skill to create wealth and one skill to preserve wealth. So some people, for example, a lot of people, 99% of people who make a lot of money, they lose all that money because they don't have the other skill, which is how to preserve wealth. So it's its own skill set. So that's why as I'm building a portfolio, I want to build the portfolio as to make the gains, but at the same time actually have and preserve the wealth. That's why I'm also making. By the way, I'm starting to diversify and create my plan for diversifying into stocks, because there's massive opportunity with stocks, and stocks are more, so it's not as risky as cryptocurrency, right? Crypto is just the riskiest the thing there is. Okay, but stocks are they are just more secure. So as I'm going to make like millions and millions in the next bull run, I want to diversify some of that money into other asset classes, because that's what rich people do. Okay, so I want you to start thinking of like a rich person. Like start thinking like a millionaire already. Like enough with the small thinking. I want to challenge you. Start thinking big. Start making plans for years, next year, 2 years, 5 years ahead. It's very hard, and a lot of people can't do it. And I'm not saying like I'm like master at this, but I just say that I'm starting to do it right now, because I understand that the bigger you think, the bigger your chances of actually making something or having something big are. And by the way, Jeff Bezos thinks 5 years ahead on where Amazon is going. 5 years ahead. That he's a genius, so he can do it. But I'm trying to do here like 1 to 2 years, kind of like a plan, or at least 6 months. You can see here the portfolio here is like the next 12 months. Of what I'm doing, and I'm adjusting as we go here. So that's why the portfolio is like it's a it's an ongoing process. It's not something like I'm doing this and this and this, because all of these things change. There's tons of change, like cryptocurrencies change all the time, so you need to keep up with this stuff. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm not a financial advisor. See you at the memberships. If you are not inside the membership yet, you can go to wolflowers.com and join right there, and see you at the emails, and peace out.